In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Two types of polymers. The first polymer is natural polymers. Natural polymers are those that come from the natural. That is, their existence doesn't depend on the intervention of human hands. The second polymers are synthetic polymers. Synthetic polymers are macromolecules formed by the union monomers obtained artificially. Natural, flexible, and resistant material, which the different types of known trees generate their trunks. The woods are used for constructions of houses and different types of material, full and furniture. For example, this pencil. As you can see, it's flexible and also resistant same time. Other example is this guitar, because it's these different forms and it's very resistant for the material. Wool is a thick and elastic fiber which retains heat very well, since the thermal insulator. This polymer comes from the animals as sheep. For example, this warm clothing is more flexible and also is more well for retains heat. Next is cotton fiber is attributed to the good alignment of the long polymer. That is a polymer system about 70% ethylene, about 60% of the cotton fiber is used in the manufacturing process. For example, this shirt is very comfortable and it has a good strength, and when this wet grinds more strength. Excellent resistance with residual deformation, good resistance at low temperatures. It's water repellent and insulating from temperature and electricity. For example, this is a rubber from a pencil and repels the heat of the lighter and doesn't need and change of its shape if you squash it. ¡Ya perdí mi gomita!
Por favor, mientras Parcher recobra la calma.
Silk has a soft, smooth texture, not slippery unlike synthetic fibers. It has other fiber process, dry touch, natural shine, good moisture, absorption, etc. It's often used to make clothing, such as shirts, blouses, formal dress, etc. For example, this is a tie, has a natural shine and a good moisture, absorption, and dry touch.
Uno.
Nylon is a mechanical resistant used in women fabrics, and ropes, parts for belts, sewing, threads and type of reinforcement. It's transparent and crystalline. A talk is admits some colorants is a plastic or PET bottle. As we know it, as we can see, the material is very resistant and it's also very flexible. This is because the material contains inside a lot of gas. It's fabricated for it. It is a mechanical resistant, hardness, rigidity, and good toughness. The main application is of nylon or textiles, which due to its elasticity, resistant are not attacked by moths. This is my school backpack. I took the iron of doesn't its original shape and remains the same is due to the material it contains. Conduct electricity, it's resistant to water and solvents but easily machinable. Bakelite was used in the new technologies such as phone gas and radios. This is a cooking pot. Is bakelite is used in this pot. This is for avoid burning because this pot handles in the heat insulator to prevent burns. Good has characteristic is that good fire resistance, excellent electrical properties and insulator. It has a wide variety of industrial application, lubricants, adhesives, in material and surgical and medical applications. And this is a window has a round white silicone. This is to avoid penetration of water, and as you will see, it's very resistant and heat. Mechanical resistant with high modulus of elasticity. Carbon fiber used and the sign of the automobile industry. In this moment I don't have any fiber carbon because I don't have any things that contain this material, this polymer. Have a certain characteristics, physical properties, exception of mercury. They are solid under normal environmental conditions. They are usually opaque and shiny. It's used for creation some products as cars, spoon, fuel, toys. For example, this is a car or Bium was created with some metal, adding metal adding shape to the mold, and this creating
which is like etane except to adjacent H are weapon of for hydroxyl groups. One of the major types of plastics that can be found municipal solid was the MSW is polyethylene teleparated PET, which is non-biodegradable semi-crystalline thermoplastic polymer, is considered as polyester material. Very transparent, is a very strong superheat resistance to acids, bases, zero diffusion of gas. Uses draining soda, bottled soda, with a crisp top, cans of food containers, mayonnaise, warehouse sized nuts, etc. This is a bottle of coca. It's a very resistant. This is for the gas that contained in the bottle. and this is your principal objective. The next is
high density polyethylene, used like LDPE and HDPE, is my radical immediate on the monomers ethylene. That special catalyst is used to make almost to make completely straight chain with very little branching. That's also much have the same chemical properties because it's the same substance, but it's more rigid and much stronger than LDPE. For example, this is a shampoo bottle, and this is a car toy. This is more resistance and it has more density. That it don't have more density. That it chloride or PVC. It's hot. PVC comes from the monomer vinyl chloride, which is really gas chloride. One hydrogen is substituted with a chlorine. Properties can be either rigid, reliable depending on the processing and whether plasticity is used. Nice clear polymer with anishing, often matte with pigments, filters, color, and strain resistance, oil, acids, and bases. Uses plumbing pipes. The white pipe you see on new home buildings and remodeling, that is PVC credit cards and other plastic cards. EDS, shower curtains, rubber boats, various hose and tubing. Pretty much the most polymer of all polyethylene. It's made via radical initial reaction of monomer ethylene. LDPE is considered branched, which is why is the offer. Software worker and things to think uses where more flexibility and needed there and not string. More flexibility. A fairly soft polymer I amount or flexibility. Plastic grocery bags resistant about acids and bases can be manufactured to be fairly strong. Use a container for many liquids, small bag molecules, diffused choke, LDPE fairly easily. Use paper or plastic, yes, LDPE is that plastics. Various the films and sheeting Google Drive. Use the packaging and shopping. Those little green army men toys wearing insulation. PP. Now we substitute a methyl group for one of the he's on the ethylene to get polypropylene as a monomer unit. That methyl groups help with adding more oil resistance, also a bit higher thickness than the PIS, has higher melting point, very opaque, and the often pigment. Microwavable containers, bottle caps, more fatty oils, for example, oils like yogurt, margarine, cream, shampoo, bottles, and other cosmetic containers. This is a bottle of oil. It's very resistant and is used for container oil. Then under, it's a very recipient for container oil.